Well, Trenton, we have the mayor of Gretna with us, our good friend, Mike Evans. And Mike, that was fun talking about Craig's project and, the new cheer athletics coming in late 26 or early 27 to the Highway 370 corridor. Do you have anything else going on in your town?
We're just looking for things to do out in Gretna. Quite honestly, that's not the truth at all. The great thing about our community isn't that it's growing, but it's the things like Craig's project that are making it even better. So we're just so excited to have them there. But there are more going on, so I'd be happy to talk a little bit about that. I know everybody talks about Gretna Landing, everything's changing, what's going to be there. I do know a couple things that will be there. The rest is, speculation a little bit.
Can you say anything?
Well, and then a lot of people probably know these. I think there's an Aldi's that's coming out there that I think a lot of people are excited about having Aldi's out there. Arby's, there's a McDonald's. Chase Bank is, that's getting pretty close to get opening. And I think a lot of people don't even know there's a Walgreens out there that opened that I think people haven't realized. There's so much going on, it might get missed, but Walgreens opened maybe a month or so ago.
All right. So that's Gretna Landing. That is the area where Fleet Farm is planning to go, as well as the major Hy-Vee. Trenton?
There's also land on the south side of Highway 370. There's still a lot of land. Most of it's in developers' hands, but it's going to be a decade or two before you really start feeling that Gretna is out of land, right?
Oh yeah, there's still quite a bit of land south of 370, and there's a lot already kind of penciled in on that other Gretna Landing that we can't talk about. But when that's done, that will be just a fantastic power center, and then south will just follow. But you still need that density to support all that. So I'm sure housing will follow.
Well, Mike, the other, the big area of development that everyone's talking about in Gretna is the Good Life District. And this is the thousands of acres that centers on Nebraska Crossing, but then spreads out quite a ways from there. We understand that we need to have a public vote in the city. Where are we at with the Good Life District, and how will that vote election determination play out?
Well, it gets a little bit into the weeds, but you don't necessarily need that vote to have the project go forward. So there's different ways to kind of monetize this state incentive. So I think one thing is, the applicant may proceed without even, doing the vote, which is fine. That's certainly a way you can go. And then the vote to create this economic development program kind of unlocks a whole different set of way to monetize this state incentive. But so you don't necessarily need the vote to move forward.
So then why do they want it?
Well, generally, the legislator and the governor passed that bill this spring thinking this is the best way to maximize the state's incentives. But there's also, with the lack of sales tax being captured, you can still, monetize that sales tax and do a project.
Oh, okay. Now, of course, the Good Life District is on the southern edge of Gretna, and from there, Highway 6, Highway 31 goes north, and that takes you eventually, if you're going north from Nebraska Crossing, to that new massive park that the city completed. Two-part question. First of all, how's the park doing? And secondly, right next to it, that's where we understand the new Gretna Civic Center is going to go. Bring us up to speed with that, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, the park has just been a fantastic add to our community. I haven't seen you out there at the baseball fields, Jeff. I know we did the Slump Busters, and we had tons of teams from all over the country there. Park has been so active all this year. Now, I think our community has like 9,300, citizens right now. The Y, I just checked this morning, has 10,000 members at that site. So it just shows you how it's really stuck in our community, and it's so active.
Seems pretty impressive. Okay, so what about the Civic Center? Because we know that you're going to be getting a nice fancy office over there by that park eventually, aren't you?
I don't know. I office out of my pickup, so I don't know if I had any room what I would do with it. But more importantly, it's going to be a community center, and it's going to really provide our community some amenities that they didn't have, a new library, and then tied in with City Hall. Put that all together next to the park and a mixed-use development that will be, sketched out or visioned later. I think that area is just going to be a real heart and soul of our community when it's all done.
And then, not too terribly long ago, we saw the opening of all of those roads and streets that were built and created so much connectivity around 180th and Giles and over to 192nd. And now when I drive through there, I'm already seeing a lot of residential subdivisions pop up. How do you see that area developing over the next few years, Mr. Mayor?
Well, that was a fantastic project led by Sarpy County. I mean, it was they thought ahead, and it was needed because not only did it, create some connectivity, it took a lot of pressure off Highway 631. So now not everybody in Western Sarpy and Douglas needs to go over to the highway and down. You can come straight down, 192nd or 180th. So there's a lot of housing already being built there. I've seen plans for some mixed use as well. So you'll see that fill in, I think, rather quickly because it's dense all around it.
Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, Mike, and giving us an update. And congratulations on the success that you and everyone out in Gretna has had so far. And best wishes for what's probably going to be some pretty explosive development over the next few years.
Well, we're doing our comp plan. We really are focused on community. Everything we do, we focus on our community, our quality of life of our residents. So while we love the growth, our heart's in the town. So it's fun to grow, and we're going to make this, just the best community we can.
Well, that's Mayor Mike Evans from Gretna, and we'll keep an eye on this Gretna Landing project, cheer athletics projects, and the Good Life District and everything else going on in that area. Trent, did you want to say something before we go real fast?
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, that was succinct. We appreciate that. All right. Mike Evans, Mayor of Gretna. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.